What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into the Trial of the Amazons with issue number 1. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with Wonder Woman, go ahead, check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. And when it comes to Wonder Woman, when it comes to Diana Prince, she has been on a long and treacherous journey. Ever since Dark Knight's death metal, it has been go, go, go for Wonder Woman. With her last story arc being relatively boring, it all is leading up into what is going on Themyscira. The two tribes, Bana Mithal and Themyscira, they are having a huge conflict right now, believing that Queen Nubia has not been living up to her expectations. She has not been doing the duty for all Amazons. And because of this, tensions are high, and so Queen Nubia, she decides to do the contest. The contest to see who will be guarding the Doom Doorway. And while that conflict is currently ongoing, we have Esquisita, the lost tribe of the Amazons. Making their arrival to Themyscira, things are about to get fun. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we are picking up on Themyscira, with Queen Nubia, Hippolyta, and some of the others having a conversation, and that's because Penelope had visions of this island burning, hoping that this is just foreshadowing, hoping this is not something that will happen, and wanting to try to avoid this by all means. That is the reason for this contest, to avoid civil war on this island, to protect all of the sisters, all of the tribe, trying to unite all Amazons. And all around Themyscira, the people are prepping. Everyone is getting ready for the contest. As everyone makes their preparations, we pick up with Queen Nubia and Hippolyta, with her now back after filling in for Wonder Woman on the Justice League team. She has returned for the Trial of the Amazons. She has returned because this nation is in absolute chaos. Handing the crown to Queen Nubia, she did this when she left to fill Wonder Woman's shoes. But now that she's returned, she has no want for that crown. She wants Nubia to continue being the queen of Themyscira. But the truth is, it's not going to be up to either of them. Taking us to the Amazon embassy, we see Queen Faruka as well as the Bana Mithal. They have come to take place in this contest, being met with a little bit of resistance, being told that they need to disarm prior to coming inside. We are seeing already right off the bat all of the hostility that is built up. Now, there is no law, there's no regulation that says they have to be disarmed. This is an attempt just to show power over them. The queen, she is not having any bit of this, and says that they are to be disarmed. They will wage war right here, right now. Eventually, them willing to stand to the side. They don't have the power to exile Amazons. They don't really have any power here. Stepping to the side and allowing this tribe to come through, we are taken to the Colosseum. And as everything is getting ready, as everyone is making their preparations, we have Queen Nubia, Queen Faruka, Hippolyta, they're all here. Queen Faruka immediately coming in and insulting Themyscira, saying that their tribe would have already had this contest ready, especially with this so close and just on the eve. The Bana Mithal, they really do believe that Themyscira has just gotten too soft, that life's luxuries, the pleasantries, the commodities, this has all made them too soft to actually uphold what it is to be Amazon and Themysciran, believing that their tribe should be in here doing every step, ensuring that the Doom's Door stays closed. But she also believes that they should be ruling this place, that Queen Nubia has just been failing on all regards. It looks like things are about to break out into all civil war right here and right now. Thinking the tensions couldn't get any higher, this is where we see the arrival of my girl Yara Flor. With her flying in on her Pegasus, she is making one heck of an entrance. Making a show of things, she gets off of her steed and lets them know that her name is Yara Flor. She is representing our lost tribe, not having any regards for any titles, anything of that nature, immediately stepping off and demanding things from both of our queens. With Yara Flor maybe biting off more than she can chew. Lucky for her, she brought some backup. With her entire tribe standing behind her, we finally have the 3 tribes of the Amazons all on the same place, on the same island. And so while all this chaos is going on down there, we have Wonder Woman. She's flying in and observing what is going on. Not really sure if they should allow Yara Flor and her tribe to be in on all this. They can't really exclude them at this point. With them already here, if they were to try to kick them out, it would only look bad for Wonder Woman, Queen Nubia, and all of Themyscira. And if they are in fact Amazons, if they are in fact sisters, they have an obligation to bring the tribe in and let them compete in the contest. That the trial must determine the future. With Wonder Woman putting a pin in this until later on, letting them hash out whatever issues they have down there, Wonder Woman goes to take off, thinking to herself what she's gonna do about this situation, how high all the tensions are, but she's also thinking that she needs to go see her mother, because she hasn't seen her since she got back to Themyscira. Been putting it off for all this time, thinking that it is finally time to do so. This is when she runs into Queen Faruka, interrupting Wonder Woman and letting her know that your mother, she can wait. There is a pressing matter that I need you to attend to. You are the Wonder Woman, and so whatever you're gonna do with your mom, that needs to be put to the side. Wonder Woman only following her out of respect, but also reminding her that she has things to do, that she better not be wasting her time. With the two walking and talking, the Queen really starts to question her motives, question everything she has been doing, because Wonder Woman really hasn't been here on Themyscira. She hasn't really done much for the Amazons. Yeah, she's out there protecting man's world, doing all of that craziness, but at the end of the day, the Queen has to ask, what have you done for your sisters? With Diana letting her know that you better watch your mouth, like you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. The Queen more than willing to put up a fight. We see the two at each other's throats. Wonder Woman about ready to pummel her into the ground. The two of them, they get interrupted before they fight because the festivities, the feast is ready. The celebration of Wonder Woman's return to Themyscira and the land of the living. Wonder Woman and the Queen being able to brush this off, joking with one another. The Queen ecstatic that Wonder Woman is actually back. Someone that can stand toe-to-toe with her and legitimately challenge her. Diana not being a person to back down. The Queen not having that many rivals and making Diana promise that they are going to have a sparring match. They're going to be fighting it out here in the near future. And so while all the Amazons, they make their way to the feast, down at Doom's doorway, we have a member from each of the tribes. They are all sitting here guarding this until the contest has decided who will be the guardian of the doorway. So with our guards placed, Queen Nubia, she heads up to the celebration. In the palace of Themyscira, right now everyone is having an amazing time. They're sharing stories, they're drinking, they're making fun of the other tribes, they're just having a great old good warrior time. Not only that, but the speculation that Wonder Woman was dead, and now seeing her sitting at the table next to Queen Nubia, it definitely brings a shock to everybody here. At least to those that had no clue she had returned or had been confirmed that she was actually back. With Queen Nubia standing up, she begins to give her speech, letting them all know that they are here because they are Amazon, and because of that, they are having this trial. This is going to determine much for the future of Themyscira. Laying down the ground rules, she lets them know that there are not many rules, but these rules, they are sacred. First, any Amazon is welcome to enter, but she must be sponsored by at least a score of other Amazons. There will be 3 trials. They are set forth by the Oracle, divine messages from the goddess. Queen Nubia consulting with the High Priestess, and both of them agreeing with her assessment that an oracle from each tribe must lend her wisdom to this test. And last but not least, the contest cannot end except through a competitor's triumph. This is not a custom, this is the will of the gods. Being rudely interrupted by Queen Faruka, really starting to press some buttons, letting Queen Nubia know that while you may have been our champion, the truth is, have you really earned the title of being queen of all the tribes, of being queen of all Amazons? With her proposing that the competitors not only fight for the role of champion, but for their role as queen's right to rule all Amazons moving forward. Queen Nubia immediately agreeing to these terms. So whoever wins this contest, they are not only going to be the champion, they are going to be queen over all tribes. With Philippus and Hippolyta having a good moment here. Hippolyta wanting to get a little bit of air because there's so much going on. Philippus, she heads down to the ceremony, only for Queen Nubia to say, go hang out with your lover, go spend time with her, that you're not needed down here, go see your heart. Spend time where you are loved. The only issue is, she went missing, with Hippolyta nowhere to be found. Picking us up later that evening, Queen Nubia, she is going into a room. Going in this room, she finds the former queen, the mother of Wonder Woman, laying here on a chair, a drink on the ground. By all appearances, it looks like Hippolyta has been murdered. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is definitely a interesting story. That's the kind of description I'm gonna go with on this one, because you really had to be following Nubia and the Amazons. There was a bunch of lines that you had to follow. There's so much going on, and it's been backtracking for so much. There's so much back history that you need to know about. What I'm hoping comes out of this is Wonder Woman really finding her place on where she belongs. Now, we know we have Death of the Justice League that is just around the corner. I'm not sure how that's gonna interfere with all of this, if Wonder Woman is going to be part of that or not, or if she's gonna be here on the island. There's still a lot of questions up in the air as Justice League issue number 75 brings its close in. But ever since Wonder Woman was done with Dark Knight's death metal, it's felt like DC Comics hasn't really known what to do with her. And still, even in the trials of the Amazons, she's not really playing a huge significant part, at least not yet. Now, there is great potential that she is going to end up having a big part. I think this is a 7-part series that's spanning over multiple different issues, but the Trials of the Amazon itself is only a 2-issue miniseries, if you will. So it's going to be playing out over Nubia and the Amazons. More than likely, it's going to be playing out over Wonder Woman, and I'm really interested to see the contest, to see who's going to be competing, because we know we're going to have Yara Flor. We know that more than likely we're going to have Queen Nubia. Queen Faruka is going to be in there. I'm wondering if Wonder Woman is going to join in on this. I think more than anything, she is going to be an observer. The story does have a lot of potential, so we're going to cover this series, really find out what's going to happen, and let's hope, cross our fingers, that they figure out what Wonder Woman is going to be doing by the time this trial comes to an end. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.